So my plan is probably Thursday, I'm gonna take all that meat out of the cooler. I'm gonna put it in the deep freezer at like 10 o'clock, noon, and just get it really chilled down. I'm gonna take the grinder parts and put them in there too. Grind that meat Thursday. Make bologna Sunday, well, at least stuff it. Maybe let it sit in the fridge for a day or so, and then start smoking it on Tuesday. Noisy ass bird. I got both plates in there. I put the medium plate in it to start, and then I'm gonna double grind it. I'm gonna use the light plate too. Put that in there. Here's this fat. Some people like a lot of fat. Look, this is from last fall. This fat came off of, I bought the whole ribeye and cut it off. There's probably 2 pounds here. That'll be enough. I don't like a lot of fat in my bologna. I want this to be on the verge of freezing. I don't want it actually frozen, but I want it cold. Here it is after going through the first grind on a medium plate. Second grind. See how much thinner it is? Ran out of time. I'm out here vacuum sealing this hamburger for the bologna. Pretty much in the dark. It's going in the fridge until Sunday. Thought about freezing it, but I don't think it's necessary. I've got 10 pounds of meat. 5 2-pound packages. I was gonna do a bigger batch, but I decided that I have a half a kit left over from last fall where I only did 10 pounds. So I was like, rather than open the new one, I'll just do 10 now. And then maybe if I get a deer in Illinois, I'll do another one. Or if I do a doe, I'll do another batch later. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just save it to make tacos and stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add about a cup of water and the seasoning mix in the tub. Mix everything up, and then I'm gonna stuff it in the casings. A couple days ago, I contacted Con Yaeger because they still owed me some mustard seed that I had placed an order for that was back ordered. I let them know, hey, that PA deer bologna kit, or the spices that I can only get in 25 pounds, you should put that in a 10-pound kit. And they let me know that they don't advertise it as PA deer bologna in a 10-pound kit. It's just called bologna. It's not ring bologna. It's not trail bologna. It's just called bologna. You gotta get these casings and put them down in hot water. That'll make them pliable. You need a teaspoon of cure per 5 pounds, and since I don't have a kit, I gotta do myself. This used to be pink, it's not anymore. So that's a half. So I'm gonna get 4 of these and add it to my water. I got 2 cups of water here, and then that'll be what it's need to keep it safe. All right, so the meat's mixed. So this is a 5-pounder. Should take probably 2 of these, maybe 2.5. You drop the balls in there, pack it down in. You'll probably want a bunch of these black gloves or rubber gloves of some kind too. That way you can just peel them off and throw them away. So once it starts coming out the tube, or when you're finished stuffing, you want to back it off a half a crank. Gloves aren't that expensive. This way it'll keep my stuff clean. I won't be trying to pick bologna and hamburger out of the handle. The casing, slide it over the whole way to the back, and then we'll start cranking. You want to hold some pressure on it. It should stretch the case a little bit, but if you try to hold too much pressure on it, you'll blow the case out. But you want it to be fairly tight. It's a lot easier too if you got somebody to help. But everybody's headed to basketball tonight, so it's just me. You don't want to fill it to the end either, because if you fill it to the end, they give you the rope to tie it shut, which is what you're going to hang it from, as well as if you're going to put it in a smoker or your oven. Oh, cool. Blowing water out the back. But you need to be able to tie it. So I was saying about how you don't want to fill it completely to the end, because you need to be able to twist it and make your ring. So you twist it a couple times, and then they give you this rope. Once you get that on there, you just start guillotining it off. You know, like go around the string that's in the middle, around the other way. Once you get a few wraps, you should be good. Then what you want to do is just do some half hitches to tie it off. And this will, once you get 1 or 2, maybe 3 in there, you'll be tied off good. You're just going around like you're tying a shoe. That's what a half hitch is. I don't know if you can see it. But when you pull that down, and then you got a ring, right? And this little extra here, you can cut that off with scissors when you're done. I'm gonna burn through these. Tomorrow they'll go in the smoker. I accounted for 10 casings, but I only needed like 7 1/4. I forgot these do more than a pound. I think they're like a pound, pound and a half. You can smoke these or cook these the same day. They recommend you cure them overnight. I'm gonna put them in the fridge and smoke them tomorrow. If it's really cold in like late season, a lot of times I'll stuff them and then I'll just hang them here in the garage and let them sit overnight. And then once they sit overnight, I'll put them in the smoker, but it's not cold enough. Torch doesn't want to burn this morning. It's so cold. That 70-degree temp is now 31. I'm gonna get this going and then I'm gonna cold smoke it for a couple hours. And then when the temperature warms up out here, I'll come out and turn the gas on. See if this cold smoker's kicking yet. It's not going great. My other torch doesn't want to light right because it's so cold. I got a solution to that. Watch this. That ought to get her going. I think it'll be smoking here in a minute. Woohoo! Now she's going. Oh yeah, it's chooching now. See how thin that smoke is? Doesn't look like white smoke rolling out of a chimney. I lit the fire. My frickin' thermometer died. Not cool. We're only at 144. Need to get up to 160. It'll be a while yet. It's coming, 153. All right, I'm gonna shut this down. It's almost 5 o'clock, so this bologna's been in here since 7 o'clock this morning. See how the casing's kind of dried up a little bit. That's okay. You don't eat the casings anyhow. All I gotta do to finish this up is take it out. I'm gonna lay it on these racks. I'm gonna let it cool, then I'll cut it in half here in a little while and vacuum seal it, put it in the freezer. This is what my wife refers to as outside meat. There's the outside meat. You want me to turn you into outside meat? I don't think you'd be very good outside meat. I know you want to see what this looks like. I cut these ends off. I want to try it too. You can see see that mustard seed in there. It's got a good color. It's nice and cooked the whole way through. I'm gonna cut some, take the peel off. Take the casing off. We're gonna try this together. And then when the queen comes back in, we'll see what she thinks. I was worried I might be a little bit light in the seasoning. You wanna try it? You don't wanna be on my video? No. Why? See this? She doesn't wanna be on the video today. How about if you just try it and you just talk without being on the video? Good? I was worried it wouldn't have enough spices, but I think it does.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
I'm in the garage here wrapping up this bologna job. Just gonna write the date and what it is, and then I'm gonna drop it in the freezer here. As you saw, it's not real complicated, it's just time consuming. You can even cut the time down a little bit if you take it to somebody and let them grind it for you instead of going through the grinding process yourself. That saves you some cleanup and other things. I used to do this without having smokers and whatnot. The temperature that it cooks at's really slow. It's like right around 200 degrees, so your oven will handle that no problem. Like I said, if you want to put smoke in it, just add some liquid smoke if you don't have a smoker. When it comes to wrapping it up to freeze it, let the casing on the outside, don't slice the casing off before you wrap it up. If you don't have a vacuum sealer, just get freezer paper. And you can wrap it up in freezer paper. Like I said, that was another thing that I did for years and years and years. I even did that when I processed deer for a long time. But these vacuum sealers these days, you used to have to buy the expensive ones, and they were like $100. You can get these ones on Amazon now out of China or wherever the hell they're making all of them anyway, instead of the Food Saver brand, and they're like 25, 30 bucks. So you get a vacuum sealer for 25, 30 bucks, and you get a big packet of gallon bags or quarts or whatever you want to do. I think these are actually I think these are quarts. I don't think they're gallons. And you just go at it. Anybody can make it.